If you've heard that drivers over 70 in the UK are being banned from driving, you're not alone. And honestly, it sounds scary. Imagine reaching a point in your life where someone tells you that you can no longer drive, no longer visit family whenever you want, and no longer have that same independence. But here's the truth. That's not actually what's happening. Welcome to How to Get a UK Driving License. I'm Patel, and today we're breaking down the real rules for drivers over 70 in the UK because there's a lot of confusion and a lot of misinformation online. Driving is more than just transportation. For many older adults, it's freedom. It's the ability to go shopping, visit friends, attend appointments, and stay active without relying on others. That independence is incredibly important, and the UK law actually recognizes that. That's why, despite what you may have seen online, there is no automatic driving ban at age 70. Let me say that again clearly. There is no maximum driving age in the UK. So what actually changes when you turn 70? The only real change is that your driving license needs to be renewed. Once you reach 70, your license doesn't continue indefinitely. You need to renew it at that point, and then every 3 years after that. Now, some people hear this and immediately think, wait, does that mean I have to take a driving test again? The answer is no. There is no automatic retest just because you turned 70. Instead, the system is based on responsibility and honesty. When you renew your license, you're confirming that you are still medically fit to drive. That includes your physical health, your mental awareness, and most importantly, your eyesight. Because the reality is, safe driving isn't about age. It's about your ability to react, see clearly, and stay in control of the vehicle. As we get older, certain changes can happen. Vision may not be as sharp as before. Reaction times might slow down. Some people develop medical conditions that can affect driving. And this is exactly why these rules exist, not to punish older drivers, but to protect everyone on the road, including you. Now let's talk about eyesight, because this is one of the most important factors. To legally drive in the UK, you must meet specific eyesight standards. That means you need to be able to read road signs clearly from a certain distance, recognize hazards quickly, and maintain awareness of your surroundings. If your vision doesn't meet those standards, it can become dangerous, not just for you, but for other drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians. That's why there have even been discussions about introducing mandatory eye tests every 3 years for older drivers. While not all of these rules are fully enforced yet, the idea behind them is simple. Better vision equals safer roads. Now, beyond eyesight, there are also medical conditions you need to be aware of. If you have conditions like epilepsy, certain neurological disorders, or anything that could affect your ability to drive safely, you are required to inform the DVLA. And this is important. This isn't about getting your license taken away automatically. In many cases, the DVLA will review your condition and decide whether you can continue driving, sometimes with conditions or regular checkups. Again, the goal is safety, not restriction. But here's something that many people overlook, and it can lead to serious consequences. What happens if you don't renew your license after turning 70? Well, if your license expires and you continue driving, you are technically driving illegally, and it doesn't stop there. Your car insurance could become completely invalid. That means if you're involved in an accident, even if it's not your fault, you could be held financially responsible for all damages. We're talking about potentially huge costs, repairs, medical bills, legal issues, all because of an expired license. That's why renewing on time is absolutely essential. The good news is, the renewal process itself is very simple. Most drivers receive a reminder from the DVLA before their license expires, so you're not left guessing. From there, you can renew your license online, by post, or even through certain post office services. The process usually involves confirming your personal details, declaring your medical fitness, and sometimes updating your photograph if needed. And here's something a lot of people are happy to hear. In most cases, the renewal is completely free. Once you submit your application, your new license is typically issued within a few weeks, and you can continue driving without interruption. Now, if you're an older driver watching this, or you have a parent or relative who is, here's some important advice. Don't wait until the last minute. Stay ahead of your renewal date. Get regular eye tests, even if they're not mandatory yet. Vision can change gradually, and it's better to catch issues early. Be honest about your health. It's not about losing your license. It's about making sure you're safe every time you get behind the wheel. And if you ever feel unsure about your ability to drive, speak with your doctor. A simple conversation can give you clarity and confidence. At the end of the day, these rules are not designed to take away your independence. They're designed to help you keep it safely, legally, and confidently. So don't fall for the headlines that say drivers over 70 are being banned. That's simply not true. You can continue driving for as long as you're fit to do so, and honestly, that's exactly how it should be. If this video helped you understand the real rules, make sure you like the video, subscribe to How to Get a UK Driving License, and share this with someone who might be confused about these changes. Because the more people understand the truth, the safer our roads will be. This is Patel, and I'll see you in the next one.